Howdy, we're coming in hot.
Yes. Yeah, we're in and we're hot. Can you guys hear me okay? Am
What?
I here? Can you hear me? Testing. Hey, Dave, come in, Dave. Dave, what time is it?
Yeah, what do you say there?
What's the date today, Jay?
It's December 11th. Over.
Wow. Oh, no. We can't have that on here. No.
Yeah, you can. It's not the original.
It doesn't matter anymore.
It does matter. Star Trek matters.
Already been flagged.
Star Trek matters.
Oh.
All Star Trek matter or only the original series?
All Star. Well, no, just the original.
I don't know. I've been watching the Twilight Zones, though. You know, got back into that. Saw a really cool one a couple nights ago. Really cool.
You know what I want to do? I want to find the guy that just gave us a thumbs down and go on his channel and give him thumbs downs.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding.
Why does balance it out? I gave us a thumbs up.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, Mr. BHB. Is that Bruce? What up, man? Hey, everybody. Ben is in here. Richard Nesdall.
Hey, Dad.
Hey. What's happening?
Good to see you.
Mr. Dave's dad. Is that how you would say that? Mr. Dave's dad?
Brendan B squared. Good evening.
Good evening, butt cheeks.
Was that one of these?
That's one of those.
Man.
Should I say what I said before we got live on this?
We'll just grab a Sharpie and do it.
Just, you know, this if you put a couple of hairs on that, it becomes a pair of balls.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. See ya.
Hey,
Sean.
What's up, man?
Good to see you, man. Sean, been enjoying all your Facebook posts, man. John Bulware, hey, good to see you. Telecaster Tuesday. David Ennis, Terry's GG&G, John BL 5150, Marco's Images, Zach Thong, Todd aka Soda Pop. Welcome. What? John? No, that's not a harmony bass. It's a Hondo.
Is that better or worse?
It's about the same.
It depends, I guess. It's actually a pretty good bass, though. It actually is. I was doing some tracking.
It gives you the low notes that you need.
The alone notes. Yeah. I was doing some tracking today, playing the guitar, playing the bass. Left them out for the scenery back here, you know. Quentin James, huh? Who's gonna be a grandpa?
Is Quentin James gonna be a grandpa? Or?
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. Man, this is weird. This is so weird. It feels like forever since we've been on one of these things. I don't know. But that Friday? We're on Friday? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Hey, Amanda Coombs, Jared Frost. Oh, Jared's loving that Ibanez, man.
Cool. Yeah, I loved it too. It was nice. Yeah, he put a brass block on the bridge. I guess it sounds much better now.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome, you guys. Wow. So what's going on? What's the latest?
Latest and greatest? I didn't get a chance to tell you guys. Friday, I think it was Friday, right? I saw a movie that I thought was really, really good.
What was it?
I saw Creed 2. Me and my father went and saw Creed 2, which is basically Rocky 4.5. Well, I wouldn't say 4.5, but it's almost like a sequel to Rocky 4 because, you know, I'm sure those of you are familiar with Rocky 4 when it's Ivan Drago and, you know, Apollo Creed, all that stuff. So in this one, Apollo Creed's son, who is Adonis Creed, who the two new movies are made after, he fights Ivan Drago's son. And it was pretty damn good, man. I was highly impressed. There's some tearjerker parts too, man. I was sitting in that theater next to my dad, like, I'm fine.
What, does Stallone die?
No, but there's some, you know, I don't know if I've seen a movie with Michael B. Jordan in it. That's the kid who plays
Adonis
Creed. There's some parts in that movie where like serious acting, like he had to show serious emotion, and he was good, man. I was like, wow. So anybody that likes boxing and has seen Rocky 4, you got to see this one. It was really, really good.
Cool. So it's a must see, and it's 2 thumbs up.
Oh, I definitely give it 2 thumbs, especially like I said, if you're a boxing fan and if you've seen Rocky 4. Because I saw some reviews saying that, oh, it wasn't really good, but I think it's from a younger generation maybe that just doesn't remember or didn't see Rocky 4 when it came out.
Or doesn't like boxing.
Or doesn't like boxing. That's another one that drives me nuts. Like you have these people review movies that, like, let's just say an action movie, right? You have a guy review an action movie that doesn't like action movies, and he just completely gives it a crappy rating, and you're like, why wouldn't you have somebody review it that likes that kind of movie? Because those are the people that are going to go see that kind of movie.
Yeah.
You know, oh, the acting was bad. Oh, it was this and that. Like, of course it is. It's an action movie. People want to see stuff blow up. You know? You don't go to see an action movie like a Stallone movie or a Arnold movie for Academy acting.
Right.
No, that's pretty good. As far as I'm concerned, any Arnold movie is an Academy acting because I love just hearing his voice.
Mm-hmm.
He can say, I got to go to the bathroom, and it's funny.
And memorable, too.
I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah, think of how many.
Don't bother me while I take a shit.
No.
I said sheet.
Can't say that either, man. I don't care anymore. Actually, I said that the other day. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, sure.
To see if it matters, we should have an episode. We should do an episode like on a different night and just drop all kind of S and H bombs. What the hell's an H bomb? F bombs and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? Oh man! So you saw a movie? That's what you did? You saw the movie over the weekend, and it was good.
Well, it was Friday before our show. I saw it, but I didn't get a chance to bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you were late?
I was late Friday?
Yep.
No, that was Tuesday. I was late.
That was Tuesday.
Tuesday, or as Steve Anderson would say, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Which, by the way, today is Tuesday. Everybody, welcome. Man. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is it one of the 2 thumbs downers that is calling you right now?
I don't know. But hey, if you do want to call in, please send a text message first. Thank you.
And say who you are and why you're calling. Is that what you're trying to say?
Mm-hmm. They're from Amsterdam, New York. Is where they're from. So what? What did I do? Went to a show. Went to the big city, you guys. San Francisco.
Big city.
Yeah. What night was that? That was Saturday. Oh yeah, because we were here Friday. Saturday went to a show. Had a great time. Great time. One of my favorite bands called She and Him. And it was great. It was awesome. And it was cool just to go into the city, you know. I really haven't been into San Francisco. I've gone in twice the past month, I guess. And I can't tell you guys the last time I'd been to the big city, you know, since I moved to Santa Cruz. You know, because it's like a 2-hour drive.
Who calls it the big city? Is that a real thing out there? That you guys call it the big city?
I don't think anyone does. I think he's just calling it that.
I've never heard that. Now, obviously,
calling it.
Yeah. Well, technically, San Francisco really isn't that big. So technically, it's not a big city, but it is. And I'm just calling it that, just to
call it that.
Have fun.
Sort of a trend.
Plus, I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in the woods. I live in a tiny little town down here, you know. So actually, a lot of the people who live here consider San Francisco the big city. They actually do. But if you live in Berkeley, if you live in Oakland, San Francisco, it is a big city, but it's not. Right, John? John Bulware, you know. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, yes. You know what he's saying, too?
Hey, pup.
You know what he's saying?
Come in. Where's the doorbell button on here? Yeah.
Who is it? Is someone here?
Come in.
Come in. Oh.
Come on in.
Oh, hi, Brandy. I'd pick you up too, but you're fat.
Michael Collins. Hey, man. Old man Dan.
What's going on?
Scott Nickerson. I've gone bass guitar on you. That's right. That's right. I was recording some bass tracks today. And having a great time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I hate hearing when anybody brings up bass guitar? When somebody says slapping the bass or something like that. I can't stand it, but for some reason, every time you said bass guitar, since we've been live, I want to say it. And I hate myself right now.
Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass.
Well, I mean that's a style.
Yo, you slapped at that?
That's a style of playing. Where is the studio? It's basically a town over. Well, there's this place, yeah, but a town over is where I go. That's right. I went live from the studio yesterday for a little bit. At the very tail end of my session, I played some acoustic. Look at this, you guys. I'm going acoustic on you. I'm going bass on you.
Yeah, we're done here. Let's go, Dave.
No, I got a Sharpie and a dog with white on her.
Oh.
Black Sharpie time.
I posted a picture to, this would have been MySpace, years and years and years ago, of me holding a Sharpie over Howie, acting like I did all those dots.
And PETA was called.
Yeah. Yeah, they were right over. Yeah. 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 So what?
Well, it's only was it 2 weeks till Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So everybody in the chat, what are you asking Santa for? That's what I want to know. Because I got a phone call today from boss/Roland, and the thing I was going to ask Santa for, I can't get it.
Why? What is it?
I was going to ask Santa, you know, the head honcho. I was going to ask him, what?
Your wife?
No, Santa.
The actual Santa.
The actual Santa. I mean, she's in cahoots with him, you know. Well, I hope not in that way. Jeez. But I was going to ask Santa for the Boss Katana Air, which is the wireless amplifier. It comes with the transmitter, and the transmitter actually plugs in to the amp to charge it.
Oh, I thought they were Boss sneakers.
What?
You said Katana Air.
Like Nike Air.
Oh. The only issue is those Boss transmitters do not fit inside an Ibanez universal.
They won't fit inside the gem. I understand. Yep.
So, because I called them yesterday and left a voicemail asking, you know, because I wanted to know, because I heard somebody on like commented on the a video or something, somebody reviewing it and said that will not fit. So I wanted to make sure. And basically, the guy left a voicemail and told me that yeah, it won't fit if you want to hook it up to a little extender. But I'm like, I don't want to do all that. You know, if it doesn't work how it is, then I don't want it. But how could you overlook? It's not like this is a rare guitar.
Listen, I understand, because the cables that I use, the ends, I have the silent ends.
Yeah.
And the barrel on them is a little bit fatter, and they don't fit in there either.
You just got to do all this stuff, man. You
got to do one of these.
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm gonna show it first. Oh, okay, dude. You just need to buy this accessory, hook this onto your guitar, and it'll be perfect, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I could always, you know, use something like this, or the one I have one in here somewhere in my drawer. You know. Well, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Oh, I gotta find more and more stuff to plug in. More stuff.
What is that on the end? Is that like a mini mic?
Yeah, it's a Sony stereo microphone. Yeah,
that's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Robert Carcella says, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
So what I'm gonna get instead, not what I'm gonna get. What I'm gonna ask Santa for is this. This is the X Vive, I think it's called.
Yeah. Who do we know somebody that has those? Who was it? It's somebody.
They're getting great reviews. You know, the X Vive Audio U2 digital wireless guitar system.
Jeannie says Santa already came. You got a new alternator.
That was her Christmas gift. Yeah, Jeannie's alternator went in her car, so I had to go get that tonight.
Well, hey, it could be worse. I mean, for my birthday, you know, last year.
But you don't celebrate.
Well, I don't celebrate birthdays anymore, but no, for my birthday last year, all I got was something to hook up to the car to take the trash cans down.
What? Wait, what? What do you mean? Like it hooks on to your garbage can and you drag it down?
Sort of, yeah.
Did you buy that, or did you buy that, or did your wife buy that?
That was my present. That was a present.
I want to see what you're talking. Hold on. What is it called? I got to see this.
Oh, I don't know. Once we're done, I'll take a picture of it.
I don't know, man. If I got a present like that, my boot beat someone's ass.
But that was my present. Something to help take the trash cans down the street. That was my.
How far do you have to bring them?
Quite a ways.
Oh, so it's not like down the end of the driveway or something.
Yeah.
No. Hey, Jason. Hey, man.
Okay.
Jason Wade. Huh?
Robert Carcillo says his dishwasher went last night. See, then if you're married, that's your wife's present. That's your wife's.
I thought the wife was the dishwasher.
Did you hear that?
I can say, yeah, Desiree, she's right here. And I say that because I'm the dishwasher in my family.
You look like a dishwasher right now.
It's all in good fun.
I used to wash dishes at a restaurant when I was a teenager.
Is that because you couldn't afford to pay for your meal? So you'd be like, listen, can I wash dishes?
Yeah. Yeah. And I
That's exactly right.
Well, no, that's not what happened. But
Sure it is.
that's not what happened. But no, washing dishes, it's tough. Not the actual washing part, but just the way you smell when you're done.
How about standing up for that long? That's tough in itself.
Yeah, you stand up for 6 hours. You get there. I'd get there at 11 in the morning. And as soon as you get there, the guy working there, he's like, hey, go take your break. As soon as you get there, go take your half an hour break. Get it out of the way. So the next 6 hours, you can just wash dishes. That's what they used to do to me. You know?
Palmolive?
Yeah. Yeah. But the cool thing about having that job was I bought 2 Kramer guitars. I bought a Kramer Focus 1000 from Japan, and then I bought a Kramer Aerostar, which sucked.
You should have just bought one USA Kramer for all that money. I love when he does that. I tell him something like, but you should have done this.
He's like, yeah, whatever, shut up. That's what that usually means.
Yeah.
They didn't. No, they didn't. Well, they didn't. What am I saying?
They did.
These guitars were used. They didn't make the guitars anymore.
Would you buy them in the 90s?
This in the 90s, yeah. 1992.
All right.
Is when this was.
So, with the comment of the night.
Who?
Broken Chains asked Jay, are you going to install the alternator yourself? Man, I can't even change my own oil.
I don't change my own oil.
I'm serious. I can't do it. I don't know how. I just never tried. So
who changes their own oil? I mean, you can put oil in the car, but don't you? You gotta take it to a place to actually get it changed, right?
Well, no, some people do. Some people.
Well, if you have some sort of lift or something you can get your car off the ground.
I know some people who will they'll pull their car onto like 2 tires, like they'll stunt movie it. They'll put 2 tires on a curb so they can fit under and do the oil. But I have no idea.
Oh man, I would never. I'd never. No. Jason Wade sent us something. Oh, hey Jay, I think you can use this. Johnny, Jay, and David. You can get a jack like this, and it will fit that type of jack. This is what I use with my Gem Junior
jack.
This is well. If you want to change your own oil, if you want to jack your car up, you get a jack as well, but that's a different kind. That'll fit, right?
Yeah. But I just
it'll stick out. It'll stick out very weirdly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't want something. I don't want to have to add something.
Straight angle, no angle, straight. A straight jack is what you use for those guitars.
Yeah, I have a couple of them. I just don't know where the hell they are right now.
What's it called? The Relay G10. Here's the 2 separated. Right there.
Yeah.
I would just keep it separated.
How's that go? That's it, right?
Yep.
That's right. That's actually a pretty cool song, Was that Phrygian?
It's Hebrew. It's very religious.
Offspring.
Yeah.
It's the Offspring? I saw them. I saw the Offspring. They were the headliners at a. I told you guys a long time ago. I left a Sting show. You remember?
I don't remember.
That?
I don't remember.
You're already putting Dave to sleep with this story.
Well, yeah, I mentioned Sting. No. I was an usher I had a friend of mine, a singer in a band I was in at the time. She was working these jobs being an usher at concerts where you take people to their seats, you know, and you get in free. So you get to see the shows for free and everything. And one of them was Sting. We went to that, and then we left after the guy came out and sang with them on stage, whatever song that was, Desert Rose or whatever. And then another show that we went to was Offspring. The Dickies.
Watch out! Watch what you're saying.
Can I say that?
Good night, Sean.
Good night.
Night.
Good night, man.
The Dickies. Remember the Dickies are those well, the pants, obviously. I'm actually wearing a pair of them. But remember the Dickies were the things you put under your shirt, like a
make it look like a turtleneck?
Turtleneck, yes.
Yeah. They're like little scarves with the turtleneck thing on them. They go inside your shirt and they pop up your neck. But I don't have a neck, so never had a chance to have a dickie.
So what would it be called then if you don't have a neck? What would you call that? And
fat.
Never mind. I was gonna.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short is I got to see the Offspring for free. And this was in 1999. So
were they good?
Whatever that big song was at the time. Yeah.
Keep It Separated.
No, Keep It Separated was like 94 or something, right? Yeah.
What was the big song in the late 90s for Offspring?
The one with
the one
it's actually a really good song too. Somebody will know what it is. Slayer! There you go, thrash metal. He wanted me to randomly yell Slayer.
Yeah, Guitar Pick. Yeah, it was that one. That Pretty Fly for a White Guy song.
Really?
It was that one. And then another band that was on that bill was a band called Lit, who had a huge hit. And the bass player is actually a good friend now. Good guy.
Come in. What was that other song they had? Crap. Let's see. Let me see what we got here.
They had several songs. They had
Gone Away. Gone Away is the one song that I really, really like from them. So anybody gets a chance, check that song out.
On Spotify, which I couldn't close on my laptop here. Usually when I start this laptop up to have the chat box, Spotify opens up, Dropbox opens up, all this different stuff opens up. I couldn't shut Spotify, so it's just sitting there.
So play it. Play your own music so you get flagged.
Yeah, I know. It was cool though, man. I took control of my own Spotify, my own artist profile over there.
How do you do that?
Do you have your own? I don't know how I did it.
Well, the one album that's on there, I mean, BMG owns the rights to it, but I'm still in the band. So how do I get a hold of it?
And what do you mean you don't know how to get it?
I don't know if you'd have to probably go through the label, I guess. I don't know.
Let me make a phone call. You gotta make some calls. You gotta call some people. Well, then do it. Get out of here before Bonnie gets home.
That's the good thing about not being on a label is you can take control of all your own stuff. You know, I took control of my own Google.
But you don't know how to.
You know? No, I know how to do that. I know how to do that. That was cool. That was very cool.
Bless you.
So if you got
the label that we were on closed, like it folded. But then BMG took like all the records or all the albums that were under that label, Sanctuary Records. They took, I guess, the rights to everything. So BMG, I know if you go to like if you pull up the album, it says whatever BMG Music or something. Let me look real quick and see what it says. Because I want to know how many plays we got, man.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. If you take control of your own Spotify, you get an email saying how many everything you got. You know,
it says 2005 Sanctuary Records Group Ltd, a BMG company. So, I mean, I have no idea how I would go about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll figure it out. I'll look it up. See.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Carlos.
Carlos,
what's up, man?
What's up, dude? Huh? You're late? Anyway, what? Yeah. Anyway, if you guys have music on iTunes, if you make your own records, and if you're not on a label, it's very easy to take control of all your own the social media that's you, but you don't. That's just like, what do you call it? Pre-made, you know. Like on YouTube here, there's another Johnny Beane channel which I didn't create, but it's actually it was it's called a topic.
Yeah, I've seen those. If you
the topic channels.
Yep, topic channels. But who controls that? Is that YouTube that controls that?
It's actually the channel itself. YouTube controls, or nobody controls it, but the stuff that gets uploaded to it is just random. Like let's say David Nesdahl made a solo record, and all those tracks would be uploaded automatically to YouTube and then put underneath the David Nesdahl topic channel.
But under that topic channel, does it actually link the actual video, or is it under a separate page?
It links the actual videos, but they're not actually videos. They're just audio, and you just see like the picture on the screen is just like the album cover.
Okay, but what I'm really asking, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, is that but the original channel still gets the plays or the views, right?
The topic channel gets the views.
Well, that's a bunch of crap.
So yeah, I don't get any views for any of that.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
but they're taking views away from you. They're taking another way of you making money away.
Well, no. Because anytime those videos get watched, even though I don't get the views, I get the money from those videos, the plays, as far as the audio.
Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I'm confused.
What do we do? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Did we even talk about guitars? What are we doing?
Well, I don't know did anybody answer when I asked what they were asking Santa for, or did we completely just ignore it?
No, it just went sideways.
We ignored all that.
Johnny said he doesn't get Christmas presents.
I got something to drag my trash can around for Christmas.
That was last year.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even Christmas. It was your birthday.
It was my 29th birthday. Yeah.
Well, Brendan Buttcheeks wants to know if you ever got your picks, Johnny.
I haven't checked the P.O. box in a couple days.
Hold on a second. P.O. box.
Oh, you're looking at my address?
Yeah.
What is it? What does it say? You can read it. It's fine.
No, I'm not reading it. What's the one in the description?
That's a P.O. box.
That's a P.O. box.
Is it?
It's the physical address to the post office.
I'm gonna put you down.
So what P.O. box?
No, don't put her down. Don't put her down. Huh?
Oh, number 232.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a cool trick that you guys can use. Is if you have a P.O. box, a lot of times you can use the physical address, because a lot of places won't deliver to a P.O. box.
Oh.
You know, but they'll deliver to a physical address. So you just use the physical address of your post office, and then make sure to put your P.O. box within that address. And there you go.
Brendan said, "Did you give me the wrong address, you jackass?" Nah, I thought I did for a minute. This is a good question for you guys. Robert Carcella says, "Guys, played 50 watt 5153 blue channel. How do you think it stacks up against the blue channel EL 34 50 watt?" I'm leaning closer to the classic sound. Looking at the EL just because of what I'm hearing.
Well, it's really not. It's really not the classic. I own the original, and I've played the 50 watt EL 34. The blue channel on the EL 34 has got more gain than the gain on the 6L6 version 50 watt. And it sounds Marshall like, but it doesn't sound like Eddie's old amp. If you want to buy that amp to get Eddie's old sound or Eddie's old tone, that you're not going to find it with that amp. There's too much saturation, there's too much gain. Even when you bring the gain down on the amp, it sounds great. Don't get me wrong, it sounds great, but you're not going to get the sound of the first 4 or 5 records with that amp.
Which amp would you, if somebody wanted to get that sound, which amp would you suggest?
I think, see, the problem is and it's in the fingers, really is, because Eddie used a plexi. He used a Marshall plexi. Now Marshall plexis do not have a lot of gain. They don't. Even when you turn them up to 10, if you put everything on 10, they don't have a lot of gain. But if you've got,
that's why he had all that stuff hooked up to it.
Yes, but that's even so, he never used an overdrive pedal. Never used an overdrive pedal. But he's got the
magical,
the fingers, when his fingers connect with the strings, it's just, he's got this connection. It's really in the hands. 10 people can play through Eddie's amp, and a couple of them may sound pretty good through with Eddie's amp because they have good hands. And guys that are normally good players with a lot of gain may sound beginnerish because it's just not a lot of there's just not a lot of gain in those amps.
There's I don't know if I'm going to say this right. There's really no sustain.
Right, exactly. You're absolutely correct. The sustain is how well your fingers connect with the strings.
It's like what it's like, you guys. What it's like like playing an amp on clean, like turned up really loud but not loud, and you're like trying to get like the sustain out of it, but if you're used to playing with all that sustain, you're not going to get it because you're used to relying on something that's not there. But so the guys like Eddie and like other guys where they, super strong hands, they have a certain touch where they can get that sound out of the amp.
Right. And yes, Eddie used the Variac, which heated the tubes, got the tubes really hot at a lower volume, and it made the amp work a little harder. So he got a little bit more out of that from a little more sustain out of the amp from that. He also used what's that delay pedal? The one that you have, Johnny. The one I gave you. What's it called?
Somebody's wrapping presents.
Echo something?
Dave, we just saw your present.
Oh, an Echoplex. He had an original Echoplex which had gain on that, which allowed the amp to overdrive a little bit, but he never used an overdrive pedal. That being said, if you're looking for an amplifier that does that type of thing, I would have to say that probably, and it's a lot of money, but the Friedman amps, if you get a Friedman Plexi style amp, like the BE100 or, the BE50 Deluxe, the BE50, yes, they're high gain, but when you turn the gain down on those amps, they sound more Eddie-like from the first 4 or 5 records.
Mm-hmm.
But they're expensive. Those amps are, you know, $3,000 amplifiers, whereas the EL34 50-watt is what, $1,100. So, you know, you gotta. It's really, you know, you gotta do what you can with the money you got. You know.
Right. Right. And the PV is great as well. That's right, blank palette. Right? Yep. What am I saying? If you're trying to get a tone from a record, there's a big difference between a record tone and the tone of an actual amplifier that you can buy at the store.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Jay, you know, when you make records, there's a lot of magic fairy dust that gets sprinkled all over that stuff. All kinds of EQs, compressions, all kinds of stuff.
Not even that, just sometimes blending different amplifiers together.
Yeah, and microphones, blending microphone, you know, a bundle of mics.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff behind the scenes.
Right back there, that see that white thing? Actually, I don't know if you can see it behind the 2 mini guitars there. But there's a clip for the Fredman method. There's two SM57s on that bottom speaker there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one directly on it, one off to the side.
Yep, exactly. So, you know, that alone will give you a combination of 2 different tones from one speaker.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean that's why the first Van Halen album, why that tone is so magical.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And hasn't he said that out of all his like guitar sounds from each record, that to him that's the easiest for him to like recreate and get again?
He hasn't gotten it since 5150.
Well, no,
even on 5150, it wasn't the same.
I don't think he is trying to get that for an album. I'm just saying, I think he said in an interview one time that like out of all of them, that's the easiest for him to get back. And I'm like,
all he has to do is plug into that amp again. He's got the amp.
Nobody else has that amp, Eddie.
I thought he said that amp didn't even sound the same anymore.
No, well, he did say that, but I think that's a lot of crap. I think he just, you know, his ears changed, not the amp. The amp can't physically change, but your ears can.
Your ears change. What?
Your ears can.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. No, you know, let's say you make a record. You know, you make this record with this amazing guitar tone. I'm just saying anybody. You know, let's say you do that. You go on tour. You know, you come back. You know, even if you try to recreate that same sound for like a second record, you're not going to get that same exact sound.
Right.
Because your taste change.
Right. And to tell you the truth, you know, 5, I'm going to go 5. All 5 of those original Van Halen records, they don't have the same exact amp tone. They're all different. Every record sounds different. It sounds similar, but you know, none of the amp sounds sound like the first record. And each record after that, he used less and less gain. And then he started using chorus. So none of them sound like each other. They're all different.
Which I think is the great thing.
With the same amp.
But like Jay and I were saying too, a lot of that, most of that has to do with production.
Right.
You know? Because let's say one of us, you know, builds a time machine, goes back to 1977, goes, you know, knocks on the door at Sunset Sound or Mego Studios or whatever those, you know, one of those studios. Walk in there, and let's say Van Halen is laying down, you know, the raw tracks for the first record.
You clock him on the back of the head and take his hand.
No, gosh.
There'd be no Van Halen.
Dave would come back to the future. All those records would have Dave's face on the front of them.
Oh, somebody please Photoshop that. That'd be great.
Oh, Somebody photoshopped the 1984 cover with Dave's face. Thank you. But no, I was gonna say though. Let's say you walk not just Van Halen, but let's say any classic record.
Oh yeah. Oh, you see that look he gave?
What? I didn't even
see you go, but I love watching you walk away. What is it? What is this saying?
I didn't even hear it. What?
Sorry, I had him sidetracked.
Yeah, I know. I could tell by the way he was looking.
Getting yelled at from the side over here.
You're not getting yelled at, David.
Now you are. Getting yelled at. No, you're not.
You're not getting yelled at.
This
Guys,
you ever see Men? You ever watch Men in Black? You know the little alien in inside the head of the human being.
Yep.
That's her.
Okay. But what I'm trying to say, I'm still trying to say this. Let's say the first Van Halen record, amazing guitar tone, amazing album. You know, go back in time, walk into that studio, walk into that control room, listen while they're recording it. It won't sound like the record. It'll sound good, but it won't sound like the finished product because that thing that gets mixed, it gets mastered, all kinds of stuff that a lot of, you know, if you guys, a lot of people don't know a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? But
there's always a but.
But
wait.
Oh, that was perfect timing.
But technology is amazing today, and you can get any kind of amp and guitar and get a sound really close to whatever it is that you like. But Nesdal is right about the Friedmans and getting, you know, a tone similar to the first record. But at the same time, if you're used to playing something with hella gain, hella distortion, you know, you'll plug into some of this higher end stuff, and it won't sound like the way you think it's going to sound. Right, Dave? Does that make sense? I mean,
yeah, it makes plenty of sense. It absolutely makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Whether it's, you know, with any amp, you know, I don't know. I got nothing. I was about to take what you had and go elsewhere with it, but I can't. It's what you said is absolutely right.
I don't even know what I said. I forgot.
It's Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh yeah, that's right. In San Francisco, actually. Didn't I? Shauna, did you go to SantaCon over the weekend? You guys hear? Any of you guys hear this? In San Francisco over the weekend was SantaCon.
Was there a bunch of like mall Santa Clauses conning everybody?
It was everybody dressed up as Santa, walking the streets. You know, yeah, there were Santas everywhere. Actually, at the show, the She and Him show I was at, Zoe Deschanel actually said when she was on stage, she was like, "Anybody go to SantaCon?" Because everywhere in San Francisco, everybody walking around was dressed up as Santa. You know.
I think John Boulware said he's going to ask Santa for a Wolfgang bass.
That guy with the Wolfgang bass.
Maybe next year.
I don't know. I hope for his sake that someone makes one, but I don't think it's going to happen. Not anytime soon.
Brian Storrs, the Nightbot. We're already friggin' subs already.
Yeah. Well, the thing, Nightbot, the cool thing about Nightbot is Nightbot gets burned into these chats. And so anybody watching this video after the fact, you know, that's not subscribed can click on that and become a subscriber.
Hang on a second, guys. You guys.
Oh, beer.
I don't know what's going on.
Me neither.
Mitch Heyman. Oh, Dave, your brother's here.
Hang on.
Hang on. Come in.
Come in. Your landing gear is down. Oh, kitten.
Who's that? Is that
That's my
Gary?
It's my cat, Sam.
Santa?
Yeah, Sam.
That's a what do you call it? Maine Coon.
No, it's just the tabby.
No, I had a cat that looked just like that.
You
got
stole it.
It's got the M, right? It's got the M on the forehead.
Yeah.
Tabby.
Yeah. Look at all those presents.
Yeah, yeah. It's Randy down there.
Santa gets to your house early, huh?
Wait a minute. Take us on a tour, man. Can you show us some of that stuff?
Yeah, hang on. Let me.
Bathroom.
Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Look at all those butt cheek pics on the front. look at those.
Hot dava.
My Dava pics, the butt cheek pics. Oh, this is the area.
Well, don't show us the area.
This is my area.
Uh-oh, don't show us in there.
Look at all those used tissues in the garbage.
Oh, these are my monitors. And look, Johnny, look.
Those beats? Yeah, you got to use those, man.
I can't use them.
Is that 8-inch adapter like or cable like stabbed into your speaker?
What?
Go back.
No. That's my iPhone adapter. I just have it sitting in the Orlex.
No. Go up.
In the what?
Oh,
yeah.
It looked like it was sticking inside. Yeah, the angle that you had that from, it looked like it was sticking inside the speaker.
Randy, come here.
Jesus, look at all those guitars.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go.
Show us a guitar we've never seen.
Yeah.
The what?
Show us one we've never seen before. There's got to be
a guitar that looks like a big fan.
I don't think I don't think there is anything you haven't seen before. There's my bass right in front. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah. You've gone bass on us too?
I've always had one. Yeah. And then the stuff on the wall.
How do you watch TV with all those guitars in front of it?
The TV's up here.
Yeah, but aren't you constantly like looking at the guitars?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
He's always looking down, right?
Here are the amps.
You just got to stand up when you're watching TV at Dave's place.
That's a lot of amps there, right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, look at that little amp.
Oh, who's that?
That's Snickers.
What you doing, pup?
Come in.
This is our couch.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a new couch.
Yeah. Well, it's Desiree's couch from her house.
That's like the recliner.
Yeah, it's two separate recliners into one. Both sides are recliner.
Mm-hmm. And you got your cupcake holder in the front.
Yeah. Yep, cake. Yep. I don't know what else. There's nothing else in here to show you guys.
Show us the bedroom. I'm kidding.
Ben Coombs wants to know what the red amp is on the right.
That is it's called a Reverb Deluxe made by Rock and Roll Amps. It's like a Fender Vibrolux type thing. 212s, 40 watts tube.
That's the extreme close-up cam. Whoa!
All right.
No, don't hang up. Oh.
Oh. I kind of liked it when there were two Daves.
I just thought you guys wanted to check out the room a little further because you can see it kind of behind me, but you never really get to see anything.
Well, it is definitely awesome to see all that stuff. Everybody, I think a lot of people were drooling in the chat. Brian Stewart said, Johnny Beane, I just sold my EVH Striped series. He sold it and bought a Wolfgang, and it's all your fault.
Wow.
Oh man. What? What'd you buy? You sold your EVH Stripe series. It sucked. What?
I think he was joking about the fact that it sucked.
I sold it and bought a Wolfgang. It's all my fault. Our fault. Well, yeah, I'd get the Wolfgang over the Stripe series myself because
it's second pickup, right?
More pickups. Yeah, more options, more different for different sounds.
Dip it.
Huh? What happened? Did you guys read this? Dave Lee Roth breaks silence in new interview.
Whoa! Is this just happening now?
I'm just hearing about it. No. Check out Roth Army on Twitter. _Army. It didn't suck. I was just joking. It was awesome. I bought the Ivory Special. Oh, man. Awesome. That's a great guitar. How many guitars do I own? I just have a bass. A dusty old bass. No, I probably have 25. Probably.
How many work?
2.
I'll be right back, guys.
No, I usually have the closet open, but it's shut for now. I've got, some guitars in there and that ramen.
Oof.
Oh,
bad aftertaste.
I was at Whole Foods today. I had to fill up a water. We do the big water containers,
Yep.
And I bought one of those little ramens, the ramen I like. And as I'm in line, I see the guy, the bagger. Is that what the bagging guy? He's bagging the stuff up for the person in front of me, and then he goes like this. And you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready just to get out of there. But since I filled up my own water container, I couldn't just leave. So I had to pay for it. Right? And as the checker, is that it? The checker? As they scan my ramen, they put it, over here. And I was ready just to grab it so he wouldn't grab it with that hand that he had wiped his nose with.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, he's like, do you want a bag? And he goes to grab it and he slightly touches it. He's like, do you want a bag? And I gave him this look like, do not touch that, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. John Bulwer, I don't have any Explorers. You kind of ask me that almost every show. And I think I answer you. If not, I'll answer you now. I don't have any Explorers. I don't have any Flying Vs. I can't play those guitars. They're very weird for me to play.
Mm-hmm. I used to have 2 Explorers. Actually, I still have one. I've got what's it called? The Effector? The one with the built-in effects? Little buttons for like delay, chorus, distortion.
Mm-hmm.
Everything okay?
Yeah. I just drank my coffee really fast and I had to, use the restroom.
Oh, I know, man.
And I'm reading some really crappy New York Mets news right now.
But anyway, yeah, I used to have two Explorers. I wish I still had them, man.
Mhm.
I had a Dean Baby Z. I want to say that's what it was called.
Sure, I know that guitar.
And it was an Explorer, but it was a mini. It was
Small
a tiny. It was a tiny Explorer, 24 fret neck, which I wasn't a big fan of. But since it's a tiny, maybe that's the difference. If a guitar is really small, 24 frets don't bother me. I don't know. And then I had a Kaler, you know, and that, not a huge fan of myself, but that was a cool guitar.
Mm-hmm.
How did I get that? Pawn shop in Oakland or something. And then I had a DiMarzio Explorer. Well, it was a guitar for a while, and then I tore it apart. But the body was a DiMarzio replacement body, and it was an Explorer, and it was a awesome looking. Had a great top. But for some reason, the guitar never sounded that good. So,
wow. Soda Pop, I don't have any SGs. I've had SGs in the past, and both times I had SGs, the headstocks broke. So I will not buy SGs anymore.
Speaking of SGs with broken headstocks, did you ever see the video of Dweezil Zappa's
Yes.
SG when he broke that one? And then I guess, what was it, Sweetwater that fixed it for him? So I think that was like his favorite guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was it when he was flying? Is that when it broke?
Yep.
And
Yeah, it's an exact replica of his dad's old guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Robin guitars. No, I've never played one at all. Soda Pop. Never played one. I hear that they're great. They're made in America. But I've never played a Robin guitar.
America.
And every time I think of an SG, I think of who do you think of?
Angus Young?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He likes all his guitars brown.
Not actually. He's been using like a 68 that's in black for a long time right now.
Mm-hmm. I used to have an SG that I got rid of as well. It was an Epiphone. Don't laugh, you guys. It was a I got it because of the graphic. It was you guys know Emily the Strange?
No.
She's like a gothic chick. Anyway, the graphic, it was an Emily the Strange graphic Epiphone SG. And I bought the body. I bought the body off eBay. It was super cheap. And then I bought a neck, just some random Epiphone neck, slapped it on there. And Amanda, you know who Emily the Strange is? Yeah. It was a cool looking guitar, but it didn't stay in tune at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I got rid of it.
Well, I don't really know much about SGs except for, like I said, the Angus Young thing, but to me, every time I've always looked at that guitar and seen someone play it, it looks like a super uncomfortable guitar to play. But people say that they're amazing.
No, they're very comfortable to play. The only thing with SGs,
I've never even touched
they're
one.
neck heavy. They're neck heavy. So if you're not holding it, the neck goes downward.
Is it a thin neck or is it a fat neck?
You can get them both ways.
Yeah.
Mitch Heyman, my favorite guitar to play today is this yellow gem right here. Jim Nicholas, yes, I did play Robbie Krieger's SG. I have pictures of it. Let me see if I can find them.
Soda Pop, you want to see one of my Hamers? Which one, red or black? They're in the closet.
When the hammer falls down.
I like that song. That's a good song. Red? Okay.
I mean, are SGs considered like shredder guitars?
I don't think so, but you
But-
can use it for that.
I'm still here apparently. With Angus, yeah, it's a shredder guitar, but I'd say a lot of players that play them are more like rhythm players.
This is Robbie Krieger's guitar. And those of you who don't know who Robbie Krieger is, he's the guitar player in The Doors.
Oh, snap.
And this is the guitar that he used all those years.
Who's the Doors?
They're the guys behind you. Open it and go outside and close it behind you.
I actually am, because Howie has to use the bathroom.
Mitch Heyman is asking Bozique, which one of your 3 SGs do you like best? Brian Cote says, if you like SGs, check out my latest video. Bozique says he likes the Iommi model the best.
Cool.
Brian Stewart says Jay needs a nap. Something's bothering my allergies right now, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like my eyes are itching. My nose is starting to run.
Yeah, it's Christmas. It's not. That's not. That's not. This time of year, it's not allergies. It's the flu.
I have to take allergy medicine all year round. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There it is. Hammer Phantom. Ugh.
Ew, look at that disgusting. Ew.
Oh, that neck pickup?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a broken cover.
No. That's residue from duct tape from when I was like 12 years old.
Blech.
On that pickup. I used to I used to tear my guitars apart, you know, when I was 12, 13. But I know I'm blurry. But instead of like screwing the pickups back in, I would just put them back in with duct tape on certain guitars. But anyway, that's what that residue was from. That's actually a Fender. That pickup's from my first guitar, my Fender Bullet Strat from Japan. Anyway, there was the humbucker. That's a Seymour Duncan, and then probably a DiMarzio single coil on top of that. And that's really heavy for one arm. Oh,
Don't look at that.
yeah.
What is
the?
What is
What?
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 What do you mean? What?
What's weird about this? These were stickers that I never actually I just tore them off. So it's just like the sticker parts. And then here's, can I show this?
My winning
Yeah.
lottery ticket that we could never find.
I can show this. This is old. Old business card.
Oh.
There. Very old.
Wow.
Except the website still works. Nothing else does.
Well, I gotta say, Johnny, the color of that guitar is very cool.
Daniel Greco says, any info yet on any new gems in the works for NAMM? I have not heard anything.
Neither have I.
Cool thing about this this finish is it's doing the what do you call it? The checking.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 1982 or 83 guitar. I don't know if you can see close enough. You can see the checking. Oh, what am I hearing?
Who's got some heels on? He's walking around with some stilettos.
Sorry.
Why are you naked?
We're just wearing stilettos.
How many rooms are in that house?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
John BL wants to know if that's a set neck.
Yes. Oh, come on. Can you see it?
Nah, man.
No, I just see red.
I see.
If you don't stop, I'm going to play the Star Trek theme again.
No.
No. Somebody buy Johnny a new webcam for Christmas.
Yeah.
For crying out loud.
I'll play it.
That's Star Wars. Oh, God. Can you play any right notes?
I don't know that song. There we go. That's called improvising. Thank you. Get the camera off me. Have Desiree walk a little bit.
Have Desiree what?
Walk a little bit.
You just hear all my picks fall on the floor. Cramp.
I'm still blurry.
You know, I'm still thinking if there's any guitars that I own that you guys have never seen before. I think you've seen them all. Well, we've already gone 17 minutes past as long we were going to go.
The due date.
Hit the end button. That's it. Bye.
Is there a walking sound on here?
I just thought of a great company. You got, I mean, custom making sound machines. You have people mail in or email in the sounds that they want in their own sound machine. And you put them in and, yep.
That is a good idea.
Yep. Because any idiot with like a YouTube show or a podcast, I mean, how could you not want one? It's like your own soundboard just in the palm of your hands.
Oh, you probably shouldn't have said anything.
I have so many good ideas. I'm like, you know what I should do? And I don't do it. So.
Someone asked about my black and white Frankie.
Your what?
My black and white Frankie. Who was that?
Wants to see my Frankie.
John BL. Here it is.
Is that a real one?
Yes. They're all real.
What is that? I've never seen that.
Yes, you have. Looks like the real one, doesn't it? Except I don't have the Gibson logo on my headstock.
Oh,
man. Maybe you should get it.
Nah.
Nice, man.
Oh. Steinberger. Wait a minute. That actual neck was actually broken. Shouldn't you break that to make it more realistic?
Well, and I also have to put a Floyd Rose nut on it to do that.
The actual headstock was actually broken in half.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
But there it is.
For Frankie. Wow. Yeah.
All right then.
Well, we can't say that we're good. Remember, you can't
that's
just
right. We just gotta.
You can't say that anymore. Can you guys see me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick.
So anyway,
what's going on?
how's your Frankie?
Don't have one.
So this guitar is a right. I can't think straight anymore. It's a Musicraft body and neck with a Frankenstein pickup. That's all it is. This guitar used to be Rob Johnson's guitar, and before him, I think it belonged to. It may have belonged to Scott Smith. I don't remember who he said he got it from, or if maybe he built it. I didn't build this one, but it was Rob Johnson's. He wanted my EVH GEAR one, and I said, well, okay, well, then give me yours, and he gave me his.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wanted the Floyd Rose.
The Floyd Roy's?
Yeah, well, he wanted one of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You like, but Dave, you like your stuff like original.
Yeah, whatever the original one is, I want my replica to look like it. The only thing that I did change on this guitar is I took the brass nut off and I put a bone nut on because I think the guitar just sounds better with a bone nut.
Mm-hmm.
Janice is hosting a jam right now. What the hell are you doing with us?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jim Nicholas, I have Rob Johnson's VH2 as well. Do you want to take a look at that? I can show you that.
So Johnny,
oh, hey, man. Jay, what do you really think about Dave? What? Oh, he's back.
All right, so here it is. I don't know if you guys can see that at all.
oh yeah,
Is that a real Charvel?
The body is. The body's like from a '78 Charvel, San Dimas.
Oh.
Good night, Jan.
Good night, Jan.
Good night, Janice. I'll say it again.
Good night, Janice.
So on this Floyd Rose, I have a titanium block in the back.
Oh yeah. I think Ben likes that guitar. He said he's drooling.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Are you sure that's because of the guitar?
I need to tune it up. Actually, the action came back nicely. The action, it was the neck had too much of a back bow in it, and it would fret out open. But I guess in the winter it just came back a bunch. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Did you paint that guitar? Who painted that?
No, Jerry Leica. Mine and Rob's body.
It looks bluish.
Really?
I don't know.
It's
You're
definitely black.
I mean, it isn't.
I think you're seeing the reflection from the computer screen. That
screen?
definitely looks black from my angle.
Yeah.
The hell are you talking about?
Great feeling neck. I keep forgetting. There's a lot of these guitars I forget how good they are.
Okay.
Dave said he had no neck. Wait a minute. Oh, we got a text message for you, Dave.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to Irish goodbye, you guys.
Dave said he had no neck, but didn't Paul Unkert refer? Oh, God. Yeah, that's true.
But I don't have the 6-pack of hot dogs anymore.
That's what he's saying.
The whole back of my neck is flat. I lost a lot of weight since then.
Was that on air? It must have been. He knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
On air, Paul actually said that. Those are crazy times, man. All you guys, there was like 6 of you, all sitting there at the table.
Yeah,
I watched that episode.
Yeah,
it's before we knew each other.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day when you guys used to have fun.
Ask about Nam, somebody says. Huh? Ask what about Nam?
Well, you're going, right? Ben's going.
Supposedly I'll be there. Who knows? Okay, I think that was it for that.
Broken Chains. I can't show the Lynch guitar. It's put away. It's in its case. It's going back to its owner, I think, on Thursday because I think he's got a buyer for it.
Ooh.
That's cool. So what? We're not good, right?
No, we're not good. Bleh.
Okay. I won't see you guys later.
No.
But a proper show would have an ending, though, wouldn't it? Like an actual, like, good night, everybody, and
yeah. But who said this is a proper show?
But if this was like a proper program.
You gotta see that new program?
Mm-hmm. Brian Stewart, I own a lot of guitars that are not EVH.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just read everybody's name? That's what I'll start doing. Every other show, I'll read I'll do a roll call in some other voice. John BL 5150. Ben Coombs. We got Brian Stewart. Hendrix's band. He says hi from Peru. What's up, man?
Hey, Peru, what time is it in Peru right now?
1845.
Mm-hmm.
Thrash Metal S says he's got Kip Winger's bass. Do you think anybody has made a replica of that bass that we saw? Hold on. This one? You think anybody's... Where the heck is it, man? Oh,
the page is missing, and it's
stuck together.
It's up on the wall.
He's got a replica of Kip Winger's bass.
Do you think anybody has ever made a replica of this?
That's not the only one.
I want it.
That's a Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's a Spectre.
That's a Spectre.
You
know whose bass? Yeah. That actually looks like somebody's bass.
Yeah, it's Kip Winger's.
No, that.
You wonder why people hated Kip Winger? Look at that. That's why.
Because he looks like you.
Get out of here, man. Look at that hairdo. Paul Taylor. Kip Winger. Yeah. I thought this was like the coolest album cover when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, the things that you like.
I have pictures of when it snowed out one winter. Me and my buddy went out and we, with shovels in the middle of the street before the plows came around, we made I actually have these pictures somewhere. I'll pull them out. A huge Van Halen logo in the middle of the street and a Winger logo as well. Yeah.
I think
Hendrix's Banda says, I love your videos here in Peru. I'm a fan of Van Halen. Well, that's very cool. Thank you.
It is good to have you.
Thank you, Hendrix's Banda. Thank you very much, man.
Where's the 17 girl? Bozique wants to know. Did he ever say like if that song was actually, you know, based off of a true story?
Well, now she's a middle-aged woman.
Yeah.
She's 47 now.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably has a 17-year-old herself.
Mm.
I think this is the...
And she probably thinks Kip is hot.
Who, the daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. David Lee... Is this true? David Lee Roth launches skincare line? Is that the news? I'm seeing it right here. Blabbermouth said it.
Cause you're a...
Does anybody else? John BL, what do we know about that?
You guys can discuss skincare line, but I got to split.
You got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. David Lee Roth spoke to Vogue about his business venture, Ink the Original, the just launched skincare line specifically made to preserve, protect, and highlight tattoos and keep them from fading.
Oh, so it's okay. Thrash Metal, you are wrong, my friend. I did not have dreads in that video. I had some mean-looking sideburns, though.
Those weren't dreads?
Yeah, just... I got to split. You guys can hang out, but I got to go.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we're going to split, too.
Well, now I got to wait longer.
Okay. Well, you can split first.
Mm-hmm.
We can't talk about you if you don't split, Jay.
I wish I could leave. I can't leave.
Why? Having too much fun? I know. Good night, everybody. I got to go. I'll see you Friday.
Bleh.
Yeah.
See you, man. Oh, Jay just left. I'll answer all Jay questions from now on. Question for Jay. What? Huh? Is your record available on iTunes from the old days? Broken Chain says. Answering for Jay, I would say yes. I would say look up Jay's band. What was his band's name?
Gizmachi.
Gizmachi. Look up Gizmachi on iTunes, and yeah, you'll find their albums.
Hendrix's band asks a question. He says, "Do you think that someday there will be a meeting with all the members of Van Halen? I mean, all those who ever went through the band." I'm going to say no.
I would say probably yes. Just a meeting? Yeah. Yeah, I would say any band. Well, let's take Howie has to go out. I was about to talk about Fleetwood Mac. Have you heard about what's going on with them?
Who's the new guitar player in that band?
The guy from Crowded House.
No, someone else just got hired to play in Fleetwood Mac.
The guy from Tom Petty.
That's right, Mike Campbell.
Mike Campbell, and then the other singer guitar player is the guy from Crowded House.
Oh, that's cool. That's got to be a good sounding band.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But apparently, you guys, there's drama in like every band, and with Fleetwood Mac, apparently, Lindsey Buckingham was either kicked out or he quit.
Well, that would happen one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was watching some videos on them. He was on CBS this morning. Mm-hmm. That probably would have aired Sunday morning, and I watched a bunch of that stuff last night.
I'm actually glad Mike Campbell got back into a made band like that, because he deserves it. He's a great guitar player. Mike Campbell's like mm-hmm. He's so underrated.
Mm-hmm. If you watch some of the clips of Fleetwood Mac, what was this? Ellen Fleetwood Mac, they were on the Ellen show. And this is with Mike Campbell and the guy from Crowded House. Lindsey Buckingham wasn't in there. Well, in the comments, somebody said in the comments, there's Mike Campbell, the guy from Crowded House, and then they had a third guitar player back behind everybody else. And somebody in the comments was saying, look, they have to have 3 guitar players to replace Lindsey Buckingham. You know?
Well, I believe it, because Lindsey is Lindsey an amazing guitar player, because he is. He's absolutely he's a phenomenal guitar player.
He's insane, man.
Also a great singer. And I don't think Mike Campbell sings.
No, he wasn't singing on that. But no, Lindsey, he's an amazing guitar player for one thing. All that finger picking he does, man.
Yeah, he's another super underrated guitar player. I mean, he could be considered like a virtuoso. He's just not a shredder. So that's why he doesn't get the accolades like, a Steve Vai or Eddie Van Halen. But he is as good a guitar player as any of those guys.
He's incredible. And I think now we're about to leave. Now we're talking about guitars. I think it's cool that he plays those nylon string electric guitars.
Yeah. I don't know what the name of them are. I don't know the name of them, but they're really expensive too. I mean, they're I think $8,000 to $10,000, those guitars. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, look at the intro. Actually, when he was on CBS this morning. Again, this is on YouTube. Actually, I'll put this clip up on the in the Discord. Watch him play, and this is all by himself. You know that song "Big Love"? Watch him play that. It's incredible. Yeah, he's great. I've always been a fan of his. Always. But just listen to some of that stuff, man. The Chain, man. I had to listen to that song on these huge speakers blasting me last week. I had to sit there and listen to the entire song, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John B.S. says, "What's Discord?"
What's Discord? Big Love, Big Love off Tango in the Night. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Rumors. That's a great
record.
Great record, man. Go Your Own Way. Supposedly that song was written about Lindsey and Stevie Nicks, about them busting up. And they had to sing that song together. Man. They're still going strong, man. Mick Fleetwood back there. He's been one of my top 5 drummers, ever. Mick Fleetwood.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. Are we
I think we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do before tomorrow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. James Gum. Hey, man. Thank you again, man, for the donation last week, man. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps us stay on the air. He plays the Model 1. Okay, that's the one Lindsey plays.
Yeah, but what's the name brand?
We got to find that out real quick before we leave.
I don't remember the name brand of that guitar.
See you, Mitch. See you, Bazik. Ben. Bruce. Brian Stewart. Amanda. Nightbot. David Ennis. Mad Dog. We got to find it. Lindsey Buckingham guitar. Got to find out what he plays.
We have 69 people still watching us. If you haven't thrown a thumbs up on there, if you could just do that favor for us and throw some thumbs up on there, that'd be really great. If you're enjoying what you're watching.
Even if this sucks, you know.
Yeah.
Here's his guitar right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
That's cool. I mean that looks like it's electric, but what's the deal? I mean, does he have the piezo pickup in there, or why? 'Cause it sounds like classical. It sounds like a nylon.
Well, no, his is nylon.
His is nylon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not seeing like the name of it, but I'm seeing a bunch of pictures of it. Yeah, it's hard to see the anyway, there's a good. There he is right there, and there's the guitar.
I think that's the original one.
Oh, well, I'd say this is back in like I would say 82 ish. 70s, late 70s, early 80s right there.
Yep.
And
That's probably it right there, yeah.
Right there. Look at that, all that finger picking and everything. Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, there's 3 of them. Either those are his or people make replicas of his guitars too.
Wow.
You know?
And that pickup moves. The one in the sound hole, you can turn that pickup so you can get it. Yeah.
Huh. Here's another close up.
Very cool.
Little fuzzy. Awesome. All right. All right, everybody. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of pictures. I'm not seeing like what it's called, but oh, that's a cool picture. That's pretty cool. Look at that.
That's fairly recent.
Yeah. All right. All right, everybody. We're out of here. Thanks for watching. Here's Howie the Dalmatian. And we'll see you guys Friday.
Yep. There you go.
Keep rocking. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're brand new. Check out all the links Nightbot has been spamming us with. They're all genuine, I swear. And links down below. All different kinds of stuff. And Clinton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks. Today is Telecaster Tuesday. Let's see all that in one breath, man. Welcome, Clayton. Have a great night, man. Everybody. Shauna, Scott Nickerson, Ben Coombs, John Beale 5150, Brian Stewart, Zach Thong, John Bulwer, Nightbot, James Gum. Thank you again so much, man. Mad Dog, and we'll see you guys Friday. All right, johnnybeane.live. Check it out. Bye.
See you.